So we've made a ton of potato dishes here on the show, and if you follow Spain on a Fork, you know exactly what I'm talking about. However, if you were to ask me today which potato dish you should make, I would tell you make today's recipe because it is mind-blowing delicious. We're talking Spanish vinegar and garlic potatoes. This dish hails from the region of Murcia in southeastern Spain, where it's known as Patatas al Ajo Cabañil. It's basically made by frying some potatoes in extra virgin olive oil, and then you add in a sauce that's made with vinegar and garlic, and you cook it all together until that sauce has been incorporated into the potatoes. Folks, the final result, some of the most flavorsome potatoes you will ever taste. Let's begin by grabbing a large frying pan and heating it with a medium heat. When you're frying potatoes, you don't want to use a higher heat than medium heat, otherwise they're going to brown too quickly on the outside and not fully cook in the inside. And add in a generous half cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 125 milliliters. While the oil is heating, let's get our potatoes ready. I'm going to grab 3 medium-sized potatoes, peel them, wash them, and then pat them completely dry. Now the potatoes I'm using to make this dish are new potatoes. I like to use waxy potatoes here as they get a light crisp in the outside when they're fried and the inside a beautiful melt in your mouth texture. However, to make this recipe, you can use whatever potatoes you like. Once the potatoes are ready, I'm going to cut each one into small pieces that are 1/2 inch thick, which is about 1.25 centimeters. I like to cut each potato into 4 evenly sized quarters. Cut the quarter right down the middle and into 1/2 inch pieces, which once again is about 1.25 centimeters. Okay, let's move back to our frying pan. The oil's been heating between 6 to 7 minutes on a medium heat, and it should be nice and hot, but as you can see, it's not smoking, so that extra virgin olive oil hasn't lost any of its beautiful flavor. At this point, I'm gonna start gently adding in the pieces of potato. And you want to get in there and mix the potatoes around. That way they're all coated in that extra virgin olive oil. And you don't have to mix this continuously. Just get in there every 3 to 4 minutes. That way all the potatoes are evenly fried. While the potatoes are cooking, let's make our vinegar and garlic sauce known as Ajo Cabañil. I'm going to grab 5 cloves of garlic. Remove the skins from each clove. And roughly chop the garlic. We'll add the chopped garlic into a mortar and add in a 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt, which is 1.5 grams. And using a pestle, I'm going to pound down on the garlic and the salt until we create a paste. Then I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar. This is 60 milliliters. Grab a handful of fresh parsley. Finely chop it. And add in 1 tablespoon of the freshly chopped parsley, which is about 3.80 grams. And we'll give this a mix until all the ingredients are well mixed together. Alright, let's move back to our potatoes. They've been frying between 16 to 18 minutes and they should be perfectly cooked, and as you can see, they have a beautiful golden texture. Once again, I've been mixing these around every 3 to 4 minutes. You can always tell when your potatoes are done. You just pierce one with a toothpick, and if it easily goes in, they are ready to go. For the next step, I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and drain the potatoes and the oil into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. And we're going to discard the leftover olive oil as we no longer need it, but by all means, do not throw this away. You can totally use it to make other recipes. I'm going to heat the same pan once again with a medium heat. Add the drained potatoes back into the pan. Season them with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give the potatoes a quick mix, that way those seasonings are evenly coating all the potatoes. Then we'll add in our vinegar and garlic sauce into the pan. And mix it all together. That way that sauce is evenly coating all the potatoes. And we're gonna cook this between 4 to 5 minutes, mixing the potatoes occasionally. This is enough time for all these flavors to come together. After about 5 minutes, and as you can see, there's no more sauce left in the pan. It's all been incorporated into the potatoes. This dish is ready to go. I'm gonna remove the pan from the heat. Transfer the potatoes into a serving dish. And we'll sprinkle it with some freshly chopped parsley. Our patatas al ajo cabañil are done. Spanish vinegar and garlic potatoes. Such an incredible aroma coming out of these. Now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's give them a try and see how they taste. Now this is a potato dish to get excited about. Here we go. Bravo, it is so good. The potatoes are perfectly cooked, they smell in your mouth, and then all that garlic and the vinegar is not overpowering. It gives it such a beautiful balance of flavors. You saw this, a classic dish from the region of Murcia. Make it at home. It's gonna blow you away because these potatoes are that good. Really quick before I go, a shout out to one of my newest patrons, Sam Cohen. Once again, Sam, thank you for becoming a patron of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you're not with me on Patreon, consider becoming one. Helps with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this. You'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.